It still has to sink in properly, okay? It's just starting, so I'm excited. I'm happy.
It's a day both Alan Woodhouse and Brian Anderson are cherishing. 50 years after the two were arrested for the murder of a restaurant worker in 1973, they're acquitted and free.
I am innocent. I was innocent. I am innocent now. I'll be forever be innocent.
And their lawyers say this outcome could pave the way for others in Manitoba who've been wrongfully convicted, including two brothers, Clarence and Russell Woodhouse, also put behind bars for the same killing.
We think they are part of systemic problems that arose in the criminal justice system really for the last 50 years. And so that means there are bound to be other Indigenous men and women in prison for crimes they didn't commit.
Innocence Canada's James Lockyer is calling on the province to review all previous murder convictions of Indigenous offenders going back 50 years. The group is now consulting with Indigenous leaders to identify potential cases.
I'm sure that there's more people out there, and they will come forward, and families will have hope today that they can come forward and ask for a miscarriage of justice.
For Assembly of First Nations Regional Chief Cindy Woodhouse, it's also personal. It's her family.
So I'm trying to be there as Chief Cindy, but my heart is there as their relative as well to see how this affected our entire community. And, it was a tough day.
The Chief Justice says systemic racism played heavily in these convictions, the men's confessions manufactured by police after being abused.
It's a horrible scenario, but if it was visited on them, there's no question it was visited on others as well in other cases. And that means a lot of cases of wrongful convictions are out there.
This was another wrongful conviction tied to former prosecutor George Dangerfield, the Crown behind 6 wrongful convictions, including Frank Ostrowski and Thomas Sofino, with a 7th set to be heard next year. Brittany Greenslade, CBC News, Winnipeg.